In the meanwhile, turn our attention to the market technicals. Kunal Bothra of LKP Securities joins in for a quick check on the market technicals. Hi Kunal, afternoon. Quiet day. What's your sense?
Well, I think quiet day, but I think I think the second half could be a bit tricky for the markets. I feel, Reema, that the kind of pressure which we've been through over the last 7-8 trading sessions, and we've seen almost a continuous sort of a fall on the indices. I think it's not going to stop that easily. The clear reason is because you've broken a psychological and a very important support of 8,000. There are a whole host of patterns and indicators which are still indicating that probably from a short-term perspective you could see a drop of at least 150 or 200 odd points on Nifty. My sense, I think over the next 2 or 3 trading sessions, you could probably be stabilizing around 7850 odd levels on Nifty. But I think what intrigues me is the kind of data in the options or probably the futures. If you look at the open interest for Bank Nifty for the last 10-11 days, end of May expiry, the open interest and comparing it with yesterday's data so far, the open interest has jumped by 55% and the index has fallen by 1,000 points. You look at it, on Nifty basis, the OI has jumped by around 20 to 25 odd percent, and the index is down almost 350-400 odd points. So it's indicating that shorts are still there in the system, and they're not going to take the markets or probably let the market rise pretty easily. So I'm of the opinion that you could probably see some more downside over the next few days.
Well, Kunal, shorts are there in the system for the frontline indices, but you have 2 buy recommendations on individual stocks. Can you take us through that?
Yeah, I think both of them, are individual charts, and I think, giving merit to the kind of charts, showing. I think the first one is a buy on Kalpataru Power. I think if you look at the way the stock has behaved over the last 3 or 4 months, it's forming a very beautiful pattern. I think if you look at, from a short-term perspective, it's forming some sort of a pennant formation. I believe 237 is a weekly close which is required for the stock. I think if it confirms that, and I think today being the the weekend, I think if it closes about 237, it becomes a very good buy, attractive buy in terms of risk reward as well. I would look for a target of at least 255 from a short-term perspective, keeping a stop loss of 225. The second stock, Mangalam, is a buy on ICICI Bank, and I think from a short-term perspective, even ICICI Bank, the way the moving averages from the hourly charts is indicating, I expect that probably a 10 to 12 rupee jump could be seen on ICICI Bank. A very short-term trade, probably 1 or 2 days only. Looking at the risk reward as well, I think it's favorable to go long on ICICI Bank, keeping a risk reward of 1:2, stop loss 286.
Okay, Kunal. Disclosures?
No personal holdings in the stocks mentioned, Reema. It is possible I may have recommended the same to our clients at LKP.
Thanks again for joining in, and have a good weekend.